Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at the Alina string ensemble, which has just now became AUv3. So I'll put links in the description for the Alina string ensemble if you would like to purchase it. So it'll be in the description below. If you use my link, by the way, I get a small commission from Apple. It doesn't cost the developer anything, but it helps me out. Right, okay. So yeah, it's based on the Alina string ensemble. Classic. It's absolutely brilliant. Sounds like one. We used to have one back in the day, back in the 80s. So I can tell you it does sound like one. Now, what I've done here, because it's AUv3, I've got all these set up, and you'll notice that it's not using much DSP, and this is an iPad Air 2, so, you know. So what I've done is, on this one, these first 5 here are all routed to my Oxygen keyboard, this one. And the only one you can hear now is this. And what I've done is, for this first one, I've just chosen the viola here. And there's no modulation on. I can switch it. There is modulation on, sorry. I can switch it off, though. And then for this second one here, I've just chosen the violin. And then for the third one, I've chosen the brass. And then for the fourth one, I've chosen the horn. I've made a couple of adjustments here and there. You know, you can do that. So I have control over the mix individually of each separate instrument. And in this sixth one here, I have routed it to my mini brute, Atari mini brute, which I'm using as a MIDI controller, not as a synth. So if I play that now, and I've just set up I've used brass and horn mixture and taken the modulation off. And taken all the sustain off, basically. I could take the reverb off as well. So I might leave the reverb off there. And I might apply some effects to that in a sec. So the good thing is, with this first one as well, I've just used the 2 bass bits at the end here so I can... And they'll only go up about a couple of octaves, and then they'll stop. So they only respond to the bass end of your MIDI controller sort of thing, as I was set up on the original, I guess. Right, so yeah, so you have bass and cello. You can take them both out and it'll be nothing. And also the good thing about having a mix control is we could set all these to like crescendo in a different. So let's start with the second one. Let's have that set really high. And then let's go to the third one here and let's set that slightly low. So you can have them all fading in at different times sort of thing, which is quite nice. We get a quite nice effect. Not sure how it'll sound actually, but it should sound okay, I guess. Okay, so let's see what that sounds like if I've brought them all in sort of thing. And then at the same time, I could then start to play a little bit of lead if I was just playing some chords, because I've got the separate one here, MIDI'd up to the microboot. So I could be like... and of course, then I could start to maybe... What I could do is add some Maxima to boost the volume a little of the... Fred Anton FAC Maxima, to boost the volume a little bit of the the lead. Sort of thing. And then I could then go further as well. That's a little bit loud. I could then route all of these to a master bus, so I have absolute control over the whole mix. I could do that actually. So let's set up this. Let's go mix bus, receive from mix bus A, and then all we need to do now to do that is to mix bus A, set that up there like that. Mix bus A, and you can see how you can create subrouting, subgroups and stuff in AUM as well. It's a marvelous thing. And right, so now I have complete control over my entire mix and I could rename all these channels as well, but complete control over all the mix. And what we could do as well also, if I solo say this one, let's go to audio units again and let's put a QuatroMod onto this one, which is from Audio Damage. I don't know if my volume's a bit weird. So it's only been applied to this one, which means that if you can get creative and start applying all sorts of different effects to any of the instruments, and you end up with this fantastic ensemble of rich. Like let's put let's do something cool. Let's put let's see. Okay, something like an overdrive from Blamsoft onto the lead as well. Starting to get a little bit. No, I don't think so. Too much on a DSP for that. Let's try another one. Let's try something like FuzzPlus. So I'm still only using. That's the effect, and that's going to allow it to bite through a little bit more. And I'm guessing I could probably get away with probably a Dubstation as well, because the audio damage effects are superb. Pretty good, 47%, all that lot running. I'll just drop that out, that one, because it's causing me noise. Now, what else could we do? Let's see. Let's solo this one. Now, what I'm going to do now is try to get away with putting a chorus on there, an FAC chorus, because this thing will just make it sound massive. Right, so this should sound huge. Have we got the bass in as well a bit? Like, put a bit of extra bass in, and play some chords. So one of them is a little bit. That one there is a little bit hot. bass I need to lower a little bit. Bass not really working for that, I don't think so. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the Alina string ensemble here. We're using it multiple times, and it wasn't too bad unless I dropped the wrong effect in, which is gonna be a bit hungry. But you can see I've got quite a lot of stuff running there, which has been really nice and not caused any kind of cool beans. Okay, guys, I'll put links in the description for all this stuff anyway. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I forgot to route the bass to the mix bus A. That's why I was having bass issues. Top job. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Awesome.